Good evening, my name is Garrett and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Green River Distillery. This is their Kentucky Straight Wheated Bourbon, coming in at a 45% ABV, at least 4 years old. So, more recently I reviewed the straight bourbon whiskey that Green River does, and I really thought it was pretty solid. And they're kind of that bring back brand. They were a distillery at one point, or the location was, and they revitalized that here more recently and started doing sourcing and then while their stuff aged. And this is one of their newer releases here in 2023. And interesting enough, if I remember right, they only swapped out the 1 grain component to this one. But we do know mash bill, which is 70% corn, 21% wheat, and 9% 6-row barley. And again, being that there's no age statement on the bottle, we know legally speaking from the TTB, it has to be at least 4 years old. But some reports are saying this could be upwards to 6 years old in there too, which is really cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and just hop into things. As always, we're going to be trying it 2 different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add just a drop of water, see what changes up. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of good stuff. I will link my other review of their straight bourbon up above and down below, and anything else I happen to find from them will be linked there as well. But again, I love the unique bottle. I think the idea of staying down the shelf on today is really hard to do, so this unique kind of horseshoe shape, really cool. And again, I was a pretty big fan of their bourbon for its price point, and this one falls in that same price range too, which is even better. In today's market, it is just the wild, wild west when it comes to pricing. So I'm giving them props on that already. Beautiful dark color. Got a little yellow tinge to it as well, almost golden, dark golden color. All right, well, let's go for notes. Oh yeah, that's a wheated element in there. Woo! I love wheat whiskey. I'm a big fan of Maker's Mark. I find Maker's Mark for its pricing tends to be a beautiful sip for me if I'm looking for just an easy drinker. But it's got that sweet spice in there from the wheat. For me, wheated whiskeys tend to bring across a soft, sweet cinnamon note, and I'm getting a bit of that. But beautiful corn in there as well. The fruity elements in here, sweet, almost a melody of fruits. Bit of cherry, definitely. Oh, sweet cherries in there. That is a gorgeous nose. I love the spice notes going on in here. It's sweet and subtle, but beautifully done. And the corn notes are not dusty. There's just kind of like a good sweet corn to it. A little bit of, now that I've kind of lived with it for a moment, there's a little bit of a waxiness that tends to come across in your wheated bourbons anyways, but it's very, very soft and very much in the background. But that is a nice, beautiful, simple nose, but bringing across exactly what you want from a wheated bourbon. Let's go for a taste. Oh yeah, that is gorgeous. The wheats in there. Sweet fruitiness going on. Bit of barrel spice, oak, and vanilla. Fruitiness though. That fruit layer. It's a melody of fruits, spice, creaminess, vanilla. And the corn sweetness is here at the finish, kind of greeting you at the end of it all. I'm so happy on that sip. That is beautifully done. It's not complex in the fact that, there's so many nuances. But what it's bringing across is exactly what you want. It's fruity, sweet cinnamons and spice notes, the oak and that corn spices in there. It's just gorgeously done. A little leatheriness going on, mixed in there with that sweet spices. A little bit of charriness is now showing up here at the finish. That is just an amazing sip. That 21% wheat, and that's all that's in here, is 21% makes a phenomenal difference. It is crazy how much difference that makes. And it's such a subtle, if you're looking for a easy drinker or something to introduce people into whiskey, I think this might be my new favorite winner. No ABV, no harsh notes, nothing sharp. It drinks beautifully soft, spicy, and sweet with the fruits and the cream going on. Big thumbs up there. That is some gorgeous work. Wow. All right. Let's add a little drop of water, see what changes up. I don't know what to expect. Might bring out some more sweetness. It might bring out a little bit more barrel spices. Might make it go more mute. Just have to find out. And again, the reason we add that water is it might make it a little bit more subtle for somebody. Might help us find some notes, maybe in the neat version, or overall might show us how well it does in a cocktail. So, let's go for notes. Yep, okay. Very transparent. It goes very, very mute. You get a little bit of the wheat spice in there, a little bit of oak, and a little bit of vanilla, but anything else, fruity-wise, spice-wise, it's very transparent. No ABV, nothing harsh. Just goes very, very simple on the nose. I'm getting a little bit of the, again, all those notes, but no fruitiness on the nose at all. All right, well, let's go for a taste. It goes very simply sweet. No fruit characteristics. Your little bit of spice is kind of showing up, but it's not really in depth on that. Oak is there. The wheat waxiness is kind of there. The sweet corn is still there as well, but you're losing out on all those fruit characteristics. The mouthfeel as well, which is expected. That's no plight against it. That tends to happen. As always, it doesn't matter what you drink or how you drink it, as long as you enjoy it. Try to get yourself here. That is a beautiful point. If you have to add that drop of water, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're losing out a lot of nuances in my opinion. This is gorgeously done. All right, let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price, and it's always going to vary. I paid $34 for it, and most places in my market are floating right about that, between 34 and 37. I see a few places online skirting as high as 40. At $35, this is a great buy. I have nothing wrong with that. I think it's a great example of a wheated bourbon. It's bringing across everything you want, sweets and grains and nuances. It's an easy drinker, if you want to call it that. I have nothing against that verbiage. It brings across exactly what it needs to become an easy daily drinker. This could be something you put on a shelf for not only its price point, but for those flavors. If you're just looking for something simple to sip on or get somebody into bourbon, beautifully done. No regrets at all on this purchase. I would probably go no more than $40 if I really wanted to buy it. But knowing, again, for me, I can find it in that about 35-ish range, a little bit less. I think it's a great buy. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Green River Distillery, Kentucky Straight Wheated Bourbon. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirit I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I even like it might not. If it does, that's really